Hello and welcome. I am BA from the Wheels in the Sky site, and this is WD Gann Methodology, Series 2, Part 3, called Rare Material. Over at the Wheels in the Sky site, we have a lot of extremely rare material by WD Gann, and it provides a lot of insight into what he's doing. This is what you're viewing now is a personal letter that he wrote to Dr. John DeJong in Holland, Michigan, and this is was written December 30th, 1952. Gann died in summer of 1955, so this is about 3 years before his death. And I'm going to read you a little bit of this. Your letter of December 23rd received together with soybean charts which I am returning herewith. You are quite right in your interpretation. Soybeans are getting ready for a big decline, and I believe that they will decline eventually to $2 per bushel or lower. The time period from December 28th, 1932 to December 28th, 1952 was 20 years, and this is very important for change. The next important time period will be February 15th, which is 33 years from the high of 405, February 15th, 1920. Therefore, November 15th, 1953 will be 405 months, the square of time with price from extreme high, and as a rule in the last stages of these great squares there is a sharp decline. Beans have been in such a narrow range for such a long period of time that they should now decline very fast. I am confident that General Eisenhower will bring about peace in Korea and also reach an agreement with Stalin which will prevent a third world war. This will be very bearish on all commodities. For forecasting 1953, you can use the past cycles on wheat using the years 1853, 63, 73, 83, 93, 1903, 13, 23, 33, and 1943. Consider the 30 and 60-year cycles the most important. Also the 7-year cycles such as 14, 21, 28, etc. He talks about the importance of these cycles in his master courses. You will note that the last extreme low was February 27, 1933, and 1953 will be the 21st year, and the trend should start down in February, if it has not already started down. For many years I have been working on master mathematical time and trend calculator, which will not only save 90% of the work on charts, but give accuracy in determining the trend, time periods, and resistance level. I finished this calculator in September 1952 and have patented it and have charts made up. You do not have to put on any time periods or put on any angles on it. You lay the master calculator on over your chart, daily, weekly, or monthly, and it gives you the trend at a glance, together with the next price or resistance level. One man who has used this chart and made $78,000 in the past few months paid me $4,000 in addition to payments for all my courses. He said it's the greatest invention since the wheel. If you would like to have it, I'll make you a special price on it. Any human being can make a mistake, but this master calculator prevents mistakes of any kind. Wishing you a happy new year and great success. I am sincerely yours, WD Gann. Let's take a look at some more of his rare writings. In this one, it's WD Gann mathematical formula for market predictions, and he's outlining here the use of his time periods and squares. That we reviewed, some of which we reviewed earlier in a series, as you can see. Like here, where to watch for change. Most changes in trend occur when the time periods are at 1/2 of the square of 144, and the end of the square 1/3, 2/3, 1/4, and end 3/4 points in the square of 144. You must always watch the square in time of the highest price and the minor highs and lows, and also the square in time of the lowest price and the second or third higher bottom, and also the time required to square the range, and when the square works out in the master square of 144. Example: the lowest price that wheat ever sold was 28 cents per bushel in March 1852. Therefore, every 28 months would square the lowest price. Okay, and so he's telling you about this. Okay, like here, which is the inner square, and the line drawn across the 36 on the price scale crossed at 36. He goes down to hourly time periods in this, yearly time periods, and so on and so forth. So there's a ton of information out there that's not in the master courses specifically, and he put those in different writings, and we've spent a lot of time and effort in trying to accumulate as much of this material as possible. This is the W.D. Gann financial timetable, and as you can see here, he's got codes here. A equals extreme low, B high stock prices, C panic. Now, what's occurred is over time, because this is, as you can see at the top, 1909, his calculations were off, so it now requires a little bit of adjustment. All right, it does require a little bit of adjustment here, because the calculations in 1909 weren't as accurate. But there's a way to update this to where it's current, and of course it's still working, it's still operative, even though this part is off. These parts can be back checked. They're at about an 18.6 year interval here to balance this out. But it's an extremely important tool to keep in mind. He's got like panic here. C's and F's are panics. So like when you see like an F here, 1925 would have been a panic. He's got, let's see here, C, 1921 was a panic. B, high stock prices in 1913 was spot on, made a high and it went down from there. But as time went on, his calculations were off. What you have to do is you have to go back in this and now of course we have computers and such that are much more accurate, and then run that forward from there. He was using figures that were a little bit off, and so as time went on, it's gotten way off. All right, let's move on. You know, like I said, a lot of his methods have been replicated. This is a cycle that was done by one of our members named Hatham, and as you can see, it pretty well traces it out. You know, as far as that goes. You know, so I mean, his methods are being replicated, and that's important because those guys, of course, Gann and Bayer, are all deceased. So where do you go for help now? You know, you go to the people that have replicated his trading methods, and pay attention to what they have to say. What you're viewing now is known as the Gann wheat circle, and at first it looks extremely confusing, but essentially around the perimeter of the circle here is just important dates of happenings, and so on and so forth. And he's got the founding of America in this inner wheel, and it goes out, and then his degrees. Remember, we talked about dividing the circle up in series 1 and so on and so forth. So it's writings like these that, or this rare material like these that really help the student along as far as understanding the exact methods that Gann was using. All right, and that's important because it adds another perspective. Whereas if you just go out and you buy like a W.D. Gann master course or stock course or whatever, if you just go out and buy that, you're not getting the rare material that's such an aid to the student of Gann methods. And of course we have all this at Wheels in the Sky. This is www.wheelsinthesky.com, or visit our Yahoo site at Wheels in the Sky, all one word, IMBA, and we'll see you there.